Lesson 1. Library Period. Charu studies in Standard 2nd in Glorious Public School. Her school has a big library. Charu is fond of reading books. Today is her library period. She goes to the library. It is a large room with many shelves. Hundreds of books are arranged in neat rows on the shelves. She gets confused at seeing so many books. Charu.
Good morning, ma'am. My name is Charu. How can I find the books that I want to read among so many books?
Librarian. Good morning. Do you know ABC? And how to count? If you know, you can find any book in the library. I can help you in finding the books of your choice. Charu.
I want to read the book, The Yellow Dragon.
Librarian. Okay, Charu, let's first look for this name in the index cards. These cards have the names of the books on them. Charu.
But ma'am, there are so many cards.
Librarian. You are right. You know, each card has the name of a book on it. There is a card for every book in the library. Now, we will search for your book. Charu.
How will these cards be helpful for us in finding the book of my choice?
Librarian. It's very simple. The card with the name of your book also has the name of the author and a special letter on it. And the book you want shows the same letter and names. Here are these. Your book must be on one of these shelves. Charu.
I have got it, ma'am. Really, it is very easy.
Librarian. Come to the reception with your book to get it issued. I will write the name of the book and the date in the register so that I will remember the date when you borrowed this book. Charu.
Will I have to show you my library card before you give me the book?
Librarian. Yes, you will. Now I am going to stamp the date of return on the slip pasted in your book. Charu.
Thank you, ma'am. I will return the book before the date of return. Good day, ma'am.
Librarian. Good day, Charu. Lesson 2. A village scene. Disha and Sachin were siblings. Their summer vacation had just started. They went to stay with their grandparents in the village. They loved the village with its lovely pond near the house, lots of flowers, fruit trees, and fresh air. Their grandfather was a retired headmaster. He had a big house. The house had really big rooms, pillars around the hall, and a huge swing. Disha and Sachin just played and had a great time. Nobody bothered them about their studies. Grandmother prepared tasty food and there were always some tasty snacks to eat. They ate and ate. There were many guava, mango, banana and tamarind trees around the house. The mango tree was laden with small raw mangoes. One afternoon, Disha heard a lot of noise. When she looked out, she saw about 6 to 7 monkeys on the big mango tree, biting and throwing down raw mangoes. Disha shouted and called Sachin and Grandpa. Both came running. Grandfather became red with anger. He took his stick and ran to frighten away the monkeys. As he waved the stick to chase away the monkeys, one big monkey started jumping on the branch, showing his teeth and making a lot of noise. He looked so funny standing on the branch that Grandfather could not help but to laugh. His anger vanished. He went into the house, letting the monkeys play and enjoyed their tricks. When the children looked out from the window, they saw the monkeys also turning and going away. Lesson 3. A Tale of Tales. Hello, I am Kittu Kangaroo. You must have seen me in the zoo. I jump around a lot. I use my tail to keep my balance. Hello, I am Chippy Cow. I am very useful to you. I give you milk. I use my tail to drive away the irritating flies.
Hello, I am Snoopy Squirrel. I have a beautiful bushy tail. My tail helps me run up and down the tree without falling down.
Hello, I am Aldo Alligator. I have a big and strong tail. I use my tail to fight off my enemies.
Hello, I am Monty Monkey. I jump from tree to tree. I use my long tail to hang on the branches of trees. It works like a hand for me. Hello, I am Dingo Dog. I am always faithful to you. I am your best friend also. I wag my tail to show my love for you.
Lesson 4. A Talking Rabbit. Meet my grandmother. She is old but very active. She is very fond of gardening. She has planted many flowers, fruits, and vegetables in her garden. Her favorite vegetable is carrot. She plants it every year so that she can have them in plenty in the winter season. She uses her own grown carrots to make many delicious dishes for the whole family. One day, Granny was picking some carrots for dinner. She saw a rabbit hopping in the garden. "Oh, rabbit!" The rabbit looked at the granny and asked,
Can I have a carrot, please?
I have only 6 carrots left in the garden. I plan to use them for dinner. I have not met you before. I don't even know you.
Sorry, I have come here for the first time. Your carrots look so tasty and fresh.
By this time, Granny had started finding the rabbit very sweet.
You are a nice rabbit. You can take these 2 carrots for yourself and your family.
Wow, Granny! Thank you so much. See you in the next season.
The rabbit ran away with the carrots. Granny was left wondering if she had really spoken to a rabbit. Green trees. Trees are the noblest things I know. They do not harm us as they grow. They offer shade to man and beast, and juicy fruits for all to eat. Leaves and wood they offer us. They hold the rain and beat the dust. They are the first when days begin to reach out to the rising sun. They stand out in the fading light when evening changes into night. Lesson 1. Adjectives. An adjective is a word which describes a noun. Read the following sentences carefully. A camel is a tall animal. The flowers are yellow. In the above sentences, the words tall and yellow describe the nouns animal and the flowers respectively. These words are adjectives. Here is a list of some adjectives with their opposites. Words: opposites: big, small, thick, thin, clean, dirty, high, low, fat, thin, slow, fast, up, down, deep, shallow, full, empty, ugly, beautiful. Lesson 2. Prepositions. A preposition is a word which tells or shows the relation of a noun or a pronoun with something else. Lata's puppy is very naughty. See how it changes its position. On the table, under the chair, behind the box, in front of the bag, beside the wall, near the telephone, between the bag and the box, in the basket, below the picture. The words on, under, behind, in front of, beside, near, between, in, and below tell where the puppy is. These words are Prepositions. Lesson 3. Verbs. Verbs are action words. They tell us what somebody or something does. The bird flies. The dog runs. The girl reads a book. In the above sentences, the colored words are verbs. Lesson 4. Adverbs. An adverb is a word which tells more about a verb. Read the given examples. The girl sings sweetly. The dog barks loudly. In sentence 1, the word sweetly tells us how the girl sings. In sentence 2, the word loudly tells us how the dog barks. The adverbs sweetly and loudly answer the question how. They are adverbs of manner. Most adverbs are made by adding ly to the words. Some adverbs tell us where the action took place. These adverbs are called adverbs of place. Read the examples. The boy waited outside. The plane went up. The words outside and up are adverbs of place. Some adverbs tell us when the action takes place. These adverbs are called adverbs of time. Read the examples. It is raining today. He got up late. The words today and late show the time when the action takes place. They are adverbs of time. Lesson 5. Uses of can and cannot. Read the following sentences to understand the usage of can and cannot. Can you swim? Yes, I can. Can you fly? No, I cannot. Can is used to talk about someone's ability to do something. Cannot is used to talk about something you are not able to do. Can and cannot are always followed by a verb in its simple form. Can plus swim is equal to can swim. Cannot plus fly is equal to cannot fly. Lesson 1. Subtraction. In class 1, we have learned the subtraction of one-digit and two-digit numbers. Let us revise them briefly. Subtraction facts. Subtracting 0 from any number will give the number itself as the difference. Examples: 25 minus 0 is equal to 25. 63 minus 0 is equal to 63. Subtracting 1 from any number gives the number before it. Examples: 38 minus 1 is equal to 37. 60 minus 1 is equal to 59. When a number is subtracted from itself, we get 0. Examples: 24 minus 24 is equal to 0. 6 minus 6 is equal to 0. Subtraction of two-digit numbers with borrowing. To subtract the bigger digit in one's column from a small digit, we borrow from the tens by breaking down tens or regrouping tens. Let us regroup 53. 53 is the same as 5 tens and 3 ones. 5 tens, 3 ones. Regroup 4 tens, 13 ones. Checking subtraction using addition. Let us take the number 33 and subtract 14 from it in step 1 and check the correctness in step 2 as follows. Step 1. Subtract. Difference is 19. Subtrahend. Step 2. Add difference and subtrahend. Sum.
The sums that need regrouping also follow this method.
From the above facts, we conclude that the sum of difference and the subtrahend gives the number. we subtract from minuend. Remember, to check the correctness of the subtraction problem, we add the difference and the subtrahend. Subtraction of three-digit numbers without borrowing. We can subtract the numbers using these two methods. Method 1. Using expanded form. Example, subtract 303 from 517. Solution. 517 is equal to 500 plus 110 plus 7 ones minus 303 is equal to 300 plus 0 tens plus 3 ones. Difference is equal to 200 plus 110 plus 4 ones is equal to 214. Thus, 517 minus 303 is equal to 214. Method 2. Using short form. Example, subtract 525 from 835. Solution. To find the difference of the given numbers, we take the following steps. Step 1. Write the given numbers in the respective columns. Step 2. Subtract the ones. Step 3. Subtract the tens. Step 4. Subtract the hundreds. Thus, 835 minus 525 is equal to 310. Subtracting hundreds. While subtracting hundreds from a given number, we just subtract the digits at hundreds place and write down the other digits as they are. Subtraction of three-digit numbers with regrouping. Let us subtract 227 from 454. We write 454 as 400, 5 tens, 4 ones, and 227 as 200, 2 tens, 7 ones. 400, 5 tens, 4 ones minus 200, 2 tens, 7 ones. Since we cannot take away 7 ones from 4 ones, so we borrow 110 from tens place. On subtracting, thus 454 minus 227 is equal to 227. Subtraction of three-digit numbers with borrowing. Borrowing from tens only. Example, subtract 224 from 442. Solution. Step 1. Write the numbers in the proper columns. Step 2. Subtract the ones. Since 4 is greater than 2, we cannot subtract 4 ones from 2 ones. So we regroup 4 tens as 4 tens is equal to 3 tens plus 10 ones. Add 10 ones to 2 ones, that is 10 ones plus 2 ones is equal to 12 ones. Now 12 ones minus 4 ones is equal to 8 ones. Write 8 in the ones place of the difference. Step 3. Subtract the tens. 3 tens minus 2 tens is equal to 1 ten. Write 1 in the tens place of the difference. Step 4. Subtract the hundreds. 4 hundreds minus 2 hundreds is equal to 200. Write 2 in the hundreds place of the answer. Thus, 442 minus 224 is equal to 218. Lesson 2. Multiplication. Adding the same number several times is called repeated addition. Repeated addition of the same number is called multiplication. Look, read and learn. There are 2 groups of pens and each group has 3 pens. Clearly we have 3 plus 3 is equal to 6 pens. So 3 taken 2 times is equal to 3 plus 3 is equal to 6. We write it as 3 into 2 is equal to 6. We say that 3 multiplied by 2 is equal to 6. In other words, we say that the product of 3 and 2 is 6. 3 multiplied by 2 is equal to 6 is called a multiplication fact. There are 3 groups of 5 oranges each. Clearly, we have 5 plus 5 plus 5 is equal to 15 oranges. So 5 taken 3 times is equal to 5 plus 5 plus 5 is equal to 15. We write it as 5 multiplied 3 is equal to 15. We say that 5 multiplied by 3 is equal to 15. In other words, we say that the product of 5 and 3 is 15. 5 multiplied 3 is equal to 15 is called a multiplication fact. Multiplication tables. Before going through the chapter, let us revise the multiplication tables which we have learned in class 1. Table of 2. 2 into 1 is equal to 2. 2 into 2 is equal to 4. 2 into 3 is equal to 6. 2 into 4 is equal to 8. 2 into 5 is equal to 10. 2 into 6 is equal to 12. 2 into 7 is equal to 14. 2 into 8 is equal to 16. 2 into 9 is equal to 18. 2 into 10 is equal to 20. Table of 3. 3 into 1 is equal to 3. 3 into 2 is equal to 6. 3 into 3 is equal to 9. 3 into 4 is equal to 12. 3 into 5 is equal to 15. 3 into 6 is equal to 18. 3 into 7 is equal to 21. 3 into 8 is equal to 24. 3 into 9 is equal to 27. 3 into 10 is equal to 30. Table of 4. 4 into 1 is equal to 4. 4 into 2 is equal to 8. 4 into 3 is equal to 12. 4 into 4 is equal to 16. 4 into 5 is equal to 20. 4 into 6 is equal to 24. 4 into 7 is equal to 28. 4 into 8 is equal to 32. 4 into 9 is equal to 36. 4 into 10 is equal to 40. Table of 5. 5 into 1 is equal to 5. 5 into 2 is equal to 10. 5 into 3 is equal to 15. 5 into 4 is equal to 20. 5 into 5 is equal to 25. 5 into 6 is equal to 30. 5 into 7 is equal to 35. 5 into 8 is equal to 40. 5 into 9 is equal to 45. 5 into 10 is equal to 50. Table of 6. Look and learn. 6 into 1 is equal to 6. 6 into 2 is equal to 12. 6 into 3 is equal to 18. 6 into 4 is equal to 24. 6 into 5 is equal to 30. 6 into 6 is equal to 36. 6 into 7 is equal to 42. 6 into 8 is equal to 48. 6 into 9 is equal to 54. 6 into 10 is equal to 60. Table of 7. 7 into 1 is equal to 7. 7 into 2 is equal to 14. 7 into 3 is equal to 21. 7 into 4 is equal to 28. 7 into 5 is equal to 35. 7 into 6 is equal to 42. 7 into 7 is equal to 49. 7 into 8 is equal to 56. 7 into 9 is equal to 63. 7 into 10 is equal to 70. Table of 8. Look and learn. 8 into 1 is equal to 8. 8 into 2 is equal to 16. 8 into 3 is equal to 24. 8 into 4 is equal to 32. 8 into 5 is equal to 40. 8 into 6 is equal to 48. 8 into 7 is equal to 56. 8 into 8 is equal to 64. 8 into 9 is equal to 72. 8 into 10 is equal to 80. Table of 9. 9 into 1 is equal to 9. 9 into 2 is equal to 18. 9 into 3 is equal to 27. 9 into 4 is equal to 36. 9 into 5 is equal to 45. 9 into 6 is equal to 54. 9 into 7 is equal to 63. 9 into 8 is equal to 72. 9 into 9 is equal to 81. 9 into 10 is equal to 90. Table of 10. Look and learn. 10 into 1 is equal to 10. 10 into 2 is equal to 20. 10 into 3 is equal to 30. 10 into 4 is equal to 40. 10 into 5 is equal to 50. 10 into 6 is equal to 60. 10 into 7 is equal to 70. 10 into 8 is equal to 80. 10 into 9 is equal to 90. 10 into 10 is equal to 100. Multiplication on the number line. Let us find 5 into 7 with the help of a number line. Starting from 0, count in fives by the method of skip counting. After the 7th skip, stop. The number where you stop is 35. On repeated addition, 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 is equal to 35. In multiplication form, it is written as 5 into 7 is equal to 35. Hence, the product of 5 and 7 is 35. Multiplication facts. Two numbers multiplied in any order will give the same answer. Examples: 8 into 4 is equal to 4 into 8 is equal to 32. 6 into 5 is equal to 5 into 6 is equal to 30. A number multiplied by 1 is equal to the number itself. Examples: 5 into 1 is equal to 5. 10 into 1 is equal to 10. A number multiplied by 0 is equal to 0. Examples: 6 into 0 is equal to 0. 9 into 0 is equal to 0. Multiplication of a two-digit number by a one-digit number without carrying. Let us multiply 33 by 2. Step 1. Place the numbers in their respective columns. Step 2. Multiply the ones column digit and write the answer. Step 3. Multiply the tens column digit and write the answer. Thus, 33 into 2 is equal to 66. Lesson 3. Division. Equal sharing. Let us distribute 8 bananas among 4 children. First, give 1 banana to each child. Give 1 more banana to each child. Now, there is no banana left. We say that 8 bananas have been distributed equally among 4 children, each getting 2 bananas. Equal grouping. Suppose we have a bunch of 12 flowers and we want to make equal bunches of 3 flowers each. We can do this as shown below in the pictures. In this example, 12 flowers have been divided equally in 4 bunches of 3 flowers each. We write 12 divided by 3 is equal to 4. It reads as 12 divided by 3 is equal to 4. Is the symbol of division. 12 divided by 3 is equal to 4 is a division fact. Division facts. A number divided by 1 is equal to the number itself. Examples: 10 divided by 1 is equal to 10. 6 divided by 1 is equal to 6. A number divided by itself gives the result 1. Examples: 8 divided by 8 is equal to 1. 5 divided by 5 is equal to 1. 0 divided by any number gives the result 0. Examples: 0 divided by 2 is equal to 0. 0 divided by 7 is equal to 0. Division as repeated subtraction. By subtracting repeatedly, we can divide one number by another. Divide 12 books among 4 children. 12 minus 4 is equal to 8. 8 minus 4 is equal to 4. 4 minus 4 is equal to 0. We have subtracted 4 from 12 3 times. Thus, 12 divided by 4 is equal to 3. Division on a number line. A number line can also be used for division. Let us divide 18 by 3 using the number line. 18 is to be divided by 3. So, starting from 18, count backwards, skipping 3 units each time. Stop when you reach 0. Total number of skips is 6. Thus, 18 divided by 3 is equal to 6. Relation between multiplication and division. As we know that division is the opposite of multiplication. In multiplication, equal sets are put together to form the numbers, whereas in division, we divide objects or things into equal sets. 4 into 3 is equal to 12. 12 divided by 3 is equal to 4. Use of multiplication tables to find the answer of a division sum. Divide 32 by 8. Recite the multiplication table of 8 till we reach 32. Thus, 32 divided by 8 is equal to 4. 4 into 8 is equal to 32. Short form and long form of division. 15 mangoes are to be distributed among 5 monkeys equally. Each monkey gets 3 mangoes. We can express it by 2 methods. Method 1. 15 divided by 5 is equal to 3. Method 2. 15 divided by 5 is equal to 3. Method 1 is known as short form, whereas method 2 as long form. Terms related to division.
This relation helps us to check correction of division sum.
In a division sum, there are 3 terms: dividend, divisor, quotient. Example: 14 divided by 7 is equal to 2. Can be written in long form as follows. Here, divisor is equal to 7, dividend is equal to 14, quotient is equal to 2. The above terms are interrelated as dividend is equal to quotient into divisor. Solve 36 divided by 9 by long form method. Step 1. Arrange the numbers in the long form. Step 2. On reciting the table of 9, we find 9 into 4 is equal to 36. Step 3. Write it under the dividend and subtract. Step 4. Write the quotient 4 as shown. Step 5. Write 0 in the remainder. Thus, 36 divided by 9 is equal to 4. Thus, dividend is equal to 36. Divisor is equal to 9. And quotient is equal to 4. Check. Divisor into quotient is equal to 9 into 4 is equal to 36 is equal to dividend. Word problems. Divide 16 toy soldiers equally among 4 girls. How many toy soldiers does each girl get? 16 divided by 4 is equal to 4. Each girl gets 4 toy soldiers. Lesson 1. Insects, birds, and water animals. We have already studied about domestic and wild animals. Now we will learn about some other kinds of animals that exist on the earth. Insects. Insects are very small land animals. They have 6 legs. Some insects have wings too. Wings help them to fly. Cockroach, butterfly, ant, and mosquito are insects. Some insects have feelers on their heads. They can feel with them just as we do with our hands. Birds. The most beautiful animals on the earth are birds. Birds fly in the sky. We love to see them flying, chirping, and singing melodious songs. Birds have feathers and wings on their body. These feathers and wings help them to fly. Crow, pigeon, sparrow, eagle, vulture, and parrot are examples of common birds. Some birds like ostrich, penguin, and kiwi cannot fly. Most birds build their nests in trees. The female bird lays eggs in the nest. Baby birds hatch out of these eggs. A bird uses its beak to catch and eat food. It also uses it to protect itself. Some birds can swim in water. Duck, goose, and swan are the birds that can swim in water. Water animals. Some animals live in water. Some live in ponds, lakes, and rivers. Others live in the salty water of the sea. Fish live in water. They swim with the help of fins. They breathe through gills. They breathe inside water. They breathe air dissolved in water. Others, such as whales, have to come up to the surface of the water to breathe. Shark, lobster, dolphin, octopus, crab, and whale are some other water animals. Points to remember. Insects are small animals with 6 legs. Some insects have feelers on their head. Some birds like kiwis, penguins, and ostriches cannot fly. A bird uses its beak to catch and eat food. Fish swim with the help of fins. Lesson 2. The air we breathe. Air is all around us. We need air to breathe. Plants need air to make their food. We cannot see, smell, or touch air, but we can certainly feel it. Air is very important for us. Life is not possible without air. If we don't get air to breathe, we will die. Gases present in air. Air is a mixture of many gases like oxygen, hydrogen, methane, etc. Besides these gases, air also contains dust particles, water vapor, smoke, and germs. Dust particles. When we sweep floors or dust our furniture, dust particles mix with the air. Dust makes the air impure. Water vapor. We wash our clothes with water. Water makes our clothes wet. Wet clothes dry when we hang them out in the sun. Where does the water go? It changes into water vapor and mixes with the air. The sun heats up the water of the seas, rivers, and other water bodies. The water changes into water vapor and mixes with the air. Germs. When a sick person coughs or sneezes, germs mix with the air. These germs can enter our body through air. These germs can make us ill. Thus, we should always cover our mouth and nose when we cough, yawn, or sneeze. Smoke. Factories, trains, buses, and cars give out smoke. This smoke mixes with the air. When wood and coal are burnt, they also give out smoke. The smoke makes the air impure. Breathing impure air is not good for our health. So, we should breathe clean and fresh air. Fresh air comes into our homes through doors and windows. We should keep the doors and windows open to let in fresh air. We should not cover our face when we sleep. Points to remember. All living things need air to breathe. Air contains dust particles, smoke, water vapor, and germs. We must breathe in clean and fresh air. We should let fresh air enter our house. Lesson 3. Moving air. On the basis of the speed of the moving air, we call it by different names. Moving air is called wind. When the wind blows slowly, it is called a breeze. It is very pleasant. When the wind blows very fast, it is called a storm. Storms uproot trees, lampposts, and blow away roofs of the houses. They can cause a lot of damage. Wind can move things from one place to a faraway place. Wind moves a glider. Wind helps to move sailboats. Wind moves the blades of a windmill. Weathercock. Wind always blows in a definite direction at a time. A weathercock helps us to know the direction of the wind. The beak of the cock points in the direction of the blowing wind. Points to remember. Moving air is called wind. When the wind blows slowly, it is called a breeze. When the wind blows very fast, it is called a storm. A weathercock helps us to know the direction of the wind. Lesson 4. Uses and sources of water. When we get thirsty, we need water to drink. When we are tired, drinking water gives us some relief. Drinking of water certainly makes us feel better. Uses of water. Water is used for different purposes. It is used mainly for drinking. It has various other uses like washing, bathing, cooking, etc. Sources of water. We get water from many sources. Rain is the main source of water on the earth. It falls from the clouds and forms puddles and streams on the surface of the earth. Water in puddles and streams does not stay for a long time. Some water flows to the rivers, ponds, and lakes. We get water from streams, lakes, and springs in the hills. Some rainwater seeps into the ground and gets stored there. This water is called groundwater. We get this groundwater through wells, hand pumps, and tube wells. We need water every day, but it does not rain all the time. So, we make dams to store river water. Canals supply water to far-off places. Drinking water. All the water available on the surface of earth is not fit for drinking. Water of the rivers, ponds and lakes is not clean enough. So, water passes through many purification processes before it is supplied to us for use. Besides boiling, other methods like using water filters are also used to purify water at home. Do you know, rainwater is the purest form of water? Points to remember. We need water to live. Plants and animals also need water to live. Rain is the main source of water. We should always drink clean water. We can clean water by filtering or boiling it. We must not waste water. Lesson 5. States of water. Water exists in 3 forms or states: solid, ice, liquid, water, and gas, water vapor. The solid form of water is ice. Ice is frozen water. At normal temperature, the water is in liquid form. When water is heated, it changes into water vapor, gas. Ice changes into water. Keep some ice cubes in a plate. Put the plate in a warm place. After some time, you will find that the ice melts and changes into water. Water changes into steam. Take some water in a kettle. Ask an adult to place it on a stove. Look at the spout of the kettle. Steam or water vapor comes out of the spout of the kettle. When water is heated, it changes into steam or water vapor. Steam is the gaseous form of water. Steam changes into water. Hold a plate near the spout of the kettle filled with hot water. What do you see? You will see tiny drops of water on the plate. When steam touches something cold, it changes into little drops of water. Water changes into ice. Fill an ice tray with water. Put this tray in the freezer for 2 to 3 hours. You will find that the water changes into ice. Water cycle. The sun heats up the water in the ponds, lakes, rivers and seas. This water changes into water vapor. This is called evaporation. The water vapor goes high up in the sky. There, the water vapor cools down and forms clouds. When the clouds become too heavy to float in the air, they form drops, and these fall on the ground as rain. The rainwater flows back to ponds, lakes, rivers, seas, and oceans. It again gets heated up by the sun and goes up to form clouds. These clouds again form drops and fall on the earth as rain. This is called the water cycle. Points to remember. Ice is the solid form of water. Water is the liquid form of water. Steam is the gaseous form of water. When we heat water, it changes into steam. On cooling, steam changes into water. In nature, water keeps on changing its form. This is called the water cycle. Lesson 6. Earth, a unique planet. The Earth is considered a unique planet. Do you know why? Because it is the only planet on which life is possible. The Earth looks blue in color. What is the Earth made up of? The Earth is made up of water and land. About 3/4 of the Earth's surface is covered with water and the rest is land. The Earth is surrounded by a layer of air which is called atmosphere. Air, water and land are necessary for life on the Earth. Some places on the Earth are flat. They are called plains. Some places on the Earth are covered with sand. They are called deserts. At some places, the land rises very high. These are called mountains. At some places, the land does not rise as high as the mountains. Such places are called hills. We have made many changes on the earth. We have made bridges, dams, buildings, roads, and factories on the earth. The earth is our home. Sometimes we damage our earth by putting harmful things into the air, water, and land. We must take care of it. It is our duty to keep the earth clean. We should plant more and more trees to keep our earth green and beautiful. Day and night, the earth spins round and round. It moves from west to east. That is why we see the sun rising from the east. In the evening, the sun sets in the west. So, the sun seems to move from east to west. The side of the earth facing the sun has day. The side away from the sun is dark. This side has night. Points to remember. The earth is surrounded by a layer of air called atmosphere. Flat places on the earth are called plains. The places covered with sand are called deserts. A very high raised land is called a mountain. Lesson 7. The Sun and the Shadow. The Sun. The sun is a huge ball of burning gases. It is red hot in color. It is full of extreme heat and light. It is so bright that we cannot look at it. It looks small because it is very far away from us. The sun gives us heat, light and energy. When the sun shines, the days become bright and warm. It is dark and cool at night when there is no sunshine. The sun is very useful to us. Sunlight makes the day fresh and bright. Plants need sunlight to make their food. Sunlight kills germs that cause diseases. The heat of the sun helps in evaporation. Light and shadow. We cannot see anything in the dark. We see an object when it is brought near the light. A shadow is a region of darkness where light is blocked. A shadow formed on the opposite side of the source of light. Length of a shadow. Go out in the sun in the morning. Look at your shadow. Ask anyone to measure the length of your shadow. Go out in the afternoon and look at your shadow. Now look at your shadow in the evening. You will see that the length of the shadows at different times of the day is different. Shadows are longer in the morning and evening, but shorter at noon. Points to remember. The sun is a huge ball of fire. It gives us heat, light and energy. A shadow is formed when an object blocks the light. A shadow is formed on the opposite side of the light. Shadows are longer in the morning and evening. Lesson 1. People who help us. You must have seen people engaged in different kinds of occupations. We need money to lead a proper life. To earn that money, we need to work. The work that a person does to earn money is called his occupation. Doctor. A doctor treats us when we are sick or unwell. There are many doctors in a hospital. Some doctors treat animals. They are called veterinary doctors. Teacher. A teacher teaches us to read and write. A teacher teaches us many good things in school. It is the teacher who makes us good citizens. We respect our teachers. We celebrate Teachers' Day on September 5 to honor our teachers. Policeman. A policeman catches thieves and maintains law and order in the locality. A policeman works in a police station. He controls crowd during fairs and festivals. We should help the policemen in their work. Postman. A postman works in a post office. He goes door to door to deliver letters, parcels, and money orders. His duty is very tough. He does his duty even when it is very hot or cold day. He does his duty on all the days except Sundays and other holidays. You can see many postmen in a post office. Fireman. The job of a fireman is very risky. A fireman puts out fire whenever a building or forest catches fire. There are many firemen in a fire station. They do their duty without fear. They come in a red-colored fire brigade vehicle. They save the people who get trapped inside the building on fire. Many other people also help us in our daily life. Read what they do for us. A tailor stitches our clothes. A potter makes clay pots. A barber cuts our hair. A cobbler mends our shoes. A nurse takes care of patients. A chemist sells medicines. A farmer grows food grains for us. We should respect all the people who help us in making our life easier and more comfortable. Points to remember. We need the help of many people in our daily life. We should respect the people who help us. Lesson 2. Places in our neighborhood. A neighborhood has many useful places like school, post office, bank, hospital, and market. Let us learn about some of these places. Market. A market is a place from where we buy things like bread, eggs, milk, food grains, clothes, medicines, fruits, and vegetables. We buy these things from different shops. A market has many shops. Generally, there is a small market in our neighborhood. Here we can buy things of daily use. Nowadays, some neighborhoods have big shopping malls. Post office. We can buy stamps, envelopes, and postcards from a post office. We can also send parcels, money orders, and telegrams from the post office. After writing letters, we drop them in a red-colored letter box. The postman collects these letters and takes them to the post office. Here they are separated and sent to different places by vans, buses, and trains. The postman comes from the neighborhood post office to deliver our letters to our homes. Hospital. There are doctors and nurses in the hospital. Sick people visit a hospital for treatment. The doctor examines the patients and prescribes them medicines. We get medicines from the dispensary of the hospital or a chemist shop. The nurse takes care of serious patients. A hospital has many ambulances to bring serious patients to the hospital. You can dial 102 on a telephone to call an ambulance. Bank. The bank serves people in many ways. People deposit their money in a bank. Some banks have lockers where people keep their valuable things like jewelry. Nowadays, most banks provide ATM, automated teller machine service. ATM service enables the people to withdraw money anywhere and anytime from their bank account. Fire station. An important and useful service in the neighborhood is the fire station. A fire station has firefighters or firemen and fire brigades. When a fire breaks out, the fire brigades with their loud sirens come to save people. The firemen use ladders and water hoses to put out the fire. The duty of a fireman is very risky. You can dial 101 to call fire brigades. Police station. Every big neighborhood has a police station. The policemen help to maintain law and order in the neighborhood. They guard the neighborhood from any danger. They help people to find their lost items. You can dial 100 on a telephone for immediate police help. The traffic policemen control traffic on the road. We should follow traffic rules to avoid accidents. Telephone booth. Most neighborhoods have some telephone booths. A telephone booth enables us to make calls to our friends or relatives living in another city or country. Some neighborhoods also have internet cafes. Ask your teacher about the use of an internet cafe. Points to remember. The market is a place from where we buy things of our daily needs. Post office, hospital, bank, police station, and fire station are some useful and very important places in our neighborhood. Lesson 3. Places of Worship. Different religions have different ways of worshipping God. Hence, their places of worship are also different. Let us learn about the different places of worship. Temple. The Hindus worship God in a temple. There are idols of Shiva, Rama, Krishna, Durga, Sita, Radha, etc. in the temple. The priest or the pujari looks after the temple. The holy books of the Hindus are the Vedas, the Bhagavad Gita, the Ramayana, and the Mahabharata. Mosque. The Muslims offer namaz in a mosque. Namaz is a kind of prayer. The Muslims offer namaz 5 times a day. On every Friday, there is a special namaz. The holy book of the Muslims is the Quran. Gurudwara. The Sikhs worship God in a Gurudwara. The Sikhs sing hymns in praise of God. These are called Gurbani. The holy book of the Sikhs is the Guru Granth Sahib. Church. The Christians offer prayers in a church. On every Sunday, there is a special prayer. The Christians sing special songs called hymns. The holy book of Christians is the Bible. People of other religions also live in our country. The Buddhists worship God in a temple called the pagoda. The Jains worship God in a temple called Terasar. The Parsis offer prayers in a fire temple. Their holy book is the Zend Avesta. We should respect all religions. All religions teach us about love, brotherhood, and the truth. Points to remember. The Hindus worship God in a temple. The Christians offer prayers in a church. The Muslims offer namaz in a mosque. The Sikhs sing Gurbani in a Gurudwara. Lesson 4. Our religious festivals. Festivals mark the occasion of joy and celebration. It is the time when people enjoy and have fun. Some festivals are of religious importance. They are celebrated by all the people of that religion. Such festivals are called religious festivals. We celebrate many religious festivals throughout the year in our country. Let us learn about some of the religious festivals of India. Dussehra. Dussehra falls in the month of October. It is celebrated in the honor of Lord Rama's victory over Ravana. The festival lasts for 10 days. People recall the history of Rama's life in the Ram Leela enacted for 9 nights. On the 10th day, the effigies of Ravana, Kumbhakarna and Meghnada are burned. Dussehra marks the victory of good over evil. It is also called Vijayadashmi. Diwali. Diwali is also called the Festival of Light. It is celebrated to mark Lord Rama's return to Ayodhya. People decorate their houses and shops. They light up candles and diyas at night. Everywhere there is a flood of light. People wear new clothes and burn crackers on Diwali night. They worship Lord Ganesha and Goddess Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth. Eid. Eid, also called Eid ul-Fitr, is the most famous festival of the Muslims. It is celebrated just after the holy month of Ramzan. The Muslims keep a fast during this entire month. On Eid, people wear new clothes. They go to the mosque to offer namaz or prayers. They greet and wish one another, saying Eid Mubarak. A special sweet dish called Sevaiya is prepared on this day. Christmas. Christmas is celebrated every year on December 25 to mark the birthday of Jesus Christ. People decorate their houses with Christmas trees and sing carols. They go to churches to offer special prayers. People wish one another, sing Merry Christmas, and exchange gifts. Children wait eagerly for Santa Claus, who brings them gifts and presents. Guru Purab. The Sikhs celebrate the birthdays of their 10 gurus as Guru Purab. The first guru of the Sikhs was Guru Nanak Dev. On the eve of Guru Purab, the Guru Granth Sahib, the holy book of the Sikhs, is taken out in a big procession. In the morning of Guru Purab, the Sikhs visit Gurudwaras. They offer prayers and eat meal from a common kitchen called Guru Ka Langar. The Sikhs celebrate Guru Purab with great devotion. Harvest festivals. Cutting and gathering of ripe crops is called harvesting. People get money after the harvest when they sell their crops. So they celebrate festivals at this time. These are called harvest festivals. Let us know about the harvest festivals of India. Pongal. Pongal is a harvest festival. It is celebrated in Tamil Nadu. It falls in the month of January. Pongal is a 3-day festival. People clean their houses and make beautiful designs called kolam on the floor. They worship the rain god, the sun god, and the mother cow as they together bring a good harvest of crops. A special dish called Pongal rice is prepared on the second day. Onam. Onam is also a famous harvest festival. It is celebrated in Kerala. It falls in the month of August or September. People clean their houses and decorate the compounds of their houses with flowers. Elephants are decorated and taken out in a procession. Boat races are the most important events of Onam. These boats are called snake boats or chandans. Baisakhi. Baisakhi is a popular harvest festival of Punjab. It comes in the month of April. People sing and dance to the beats of drums. Baisakhi is famous for its Bhangra dance. Bihu. Bihu is the harvest festival of Assam. It is celebrated 3 times in a year, in spring, autumn, and winter. Points to remember. Dasara is celebrated in the honor of Lord Rama's victory over Ravana. Diwali is called the Festival of Lights. Christmas is the birthday of Jesus Christ. Bihu is a harvest festival of Assam. Lesson 5. National Festivals. Some festivals are celebrated across the country. They are of national importance. These festivals are celebrated by all the people of the country together. Such festivals are known as national festivals. Independence Day, Republic Day, and Gandhi Jayanti are the national festivals of India. Independence Day. Independence Day is celebrated on August 15 every year. On this day, in 1947, India became independent, that is, free from the British rule. Our Prime Minister unfurls the national flag at the Red Fort in Delhi on this day. He also addresses the nation. The national flag is also hoisted at all important buildings in villages, towns, and cities. We remember the sacrifices of our freedom fighters on this important day, Republic Day. Republic Day is celebrated on January 26 every year. On this day, in 1950, India became a republic. The main attraction of the Republic Day is the parade at Rajpath in New Delhi. The armed forces, police, scouts, and school children take part in the parade. The president takes the salute of the parade. Gandhi Jayanti. Gandhi Jayanti is celebrated on October 2 every year. It is the birthday of Mahatma Gandhi, the father of the nation. On this day, people offer prayers at his Samadhi at Rajghat in New Delhi. We remember his teachings. He taught us love, peace and truth. We lovingly call him Bapu. Points to remember. Republic Day is celebrated on January 26. Independence Day is celebrated on August 15. Gandhi Jayanti is celebrated on October 2. Lesson 6. Means of Transport. We travel for fun as well as for work. For that, we use different means of transport. These means of transport are also used for carrying goods from one place to another. Means of transport are basically of three types: land transport, air transport, and water transport. Land transport. Land transport includes animals and other vehicles that move on land. In forests, elephants carry logs of wood. Reindeer and dogs pull sledges on snow-covered land. In hilly areas, ponies and mules carry people and goods. In villages, horses and bullocks pull tongas and carts respectively. Camels are the only means of transport in deserts. That is why the camel is called the ship of the desert. People use buses, vans, trucks, cars, scooters, and motorcycles as means of transport in cities. Trains are good for traveling long distances. Trains also carry bulky goods from one place to another. In big cities, people use local trains for traveling within the city. Delhi, Kolkata, and Bengaluru have modern local trains also. They are called metro trains. Air transport. Aeroplanes are the fastest means of transport. Aeroplanes and helicopters are the main means of air transport. They move in the air. They can travel long distances in a very short time. Aeroplanes need a good airport to land and take off. Helicopters are used for flying over short distances. They also carry people and goods to remote areas like hills and forests. Water transport. The main means of water transport are boats, steamers, ferries and ships. They move on water. Boats and steamers carry people and goods across rivers. Ships carry people and goods to distant places across the seas and oceans. A place where ships are loaded and unloaded is called a port. Points to remember. Delhi, Kolkata and Bengaluru have metro trains. Aeroplanes are the fastest means of transport. We need means of transport to carry passengers and goods.